It's a pleasure to be here today, and I thank you for the opportunity to share a few words with you. Il me fait plaisir de participer à votre congrès annuel et de partager quelques paroles avec vous aujourd'hui. Throughout the year, there were several teachers who took me up on the invitation I made in the last two conventions to come and see me in my office, and I really enjoyed this. As well, I had the opportunity to tour many of your schools and meet new faces along the way. I also had a chance to speak with you during your area association meetings. Meanwhile, this convention remains my greatest opportunity to reach out to all of our teachers across the province. And when I reflect on the past year, the theme of teamwork seemed to be the forefront of many of my interactions with our teachers. There are several examples of great collaboration taking place across the system. Firstly, I see trustees at the English Language School Board and at la Commission Scolaire de Langue Française from various backgrounds working together and making great progress. Secondly, Prince Edward Island chapter of Home and School Federation recently celebrated 60 years of hard work and dedication to student learning. Thirdly, teachers, board consultants, non-instructional staff, and parents continue to come together to develop IEPs and programming for students with special needs. Fourthly, grade-level teachers collaborating to discuss students' work and to improve their instructional practice, making for effective professional development. And fifthly, often department staff working at the school level directly with teachers. Unfortunately, I also have heard comments that the department has its role, the school boards have theirs, and as a teacher, I have mine. We need to do a better job of connecting the dots. As a minister, I find myself asking, what can we do to further collaboration, improve collaboration among the teachers, board and department staff, and parents? Our motivation for change is fueled by the desire to improve student achievement. As you know, the past year has brought significant change. The amalgamation of the two English school boards, the restructuring of the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development, and the loss of teaching positions have been challenging. And while change can be difficult at times, we can also see it as a step forward, and I believe we are moving in the right direction. To quote Superintendent Fleet from the recent PEI Home and School Federation meeting, we need all of our educational partners working together with all hands on the ball, moving it forward toward our goal of student achievement. Despite these challenges, it is essential that we recognize that we are all part of the same team and driven by the same fundamental purpose. It is not helpful if we see ourselves as separate entities with different mandates and objectives. We must all be committed to ensuring that our policies and practices are in the best interest of our students, and this will improve their success. In order to ensure that every child in PEI has an opportunity to reach his or her full potential, a broad and deep collaborative approach is essential. The poet Edgar Guest wrote about teamwork in this way: "It's all very well to have courage and skill, and it's fine to be counted a star, but the single deed with its touch of thrill doesn't tell the person you are. For there's no lone hand in the game we play. We must work to the bigger scene. And the thing that counts in the world today is how you pull with the team. They may sound your praise and call you great. They may single you out for fame. But we must work with each teammate or we'll never win the game. For never the work of life is done by those with a selfish dream. For the game is lost or the game is won by the spirit of the team." A good example of this approach is in the steps the department has taken recently to align our work and the school board, and to ensure that we are providing our teachers and administrators with the best possible support. I have heard personal accounts from teachers across the system who have wonderful success stories about the benefits of collaborating with their peers. In some schools, this may happen on a frequent basis, whereas in others, it may occur only a few times throughout the year. We know that investing in instructional development is key to ensuring that schools become learning communities where teachers work together, learn from each other, and share best practices on effective teaching and learning. There have been many positive steps taken to invest in professional learning over the years, and there are exemplary practices happening in schools across the province. I know that both the department and the PEI Teachers Federation understand the importance and value of meaningful, embedded learning. We look forward to having productive discussions with our educational partners on how we can enhance our professional learning model and school calendar to benefit teachers and students. I recognize that teaching is ever-changing and challenging work. As educators, you need in-depth knowledge of the subject areas you teach, a keen knowledge of how students learn, and a clear understanding of classroom environments that optimize learning. Research shows that an inspiring and an informed teacher is the most important school-related factor in influencing student achievement. Therefore, it is very important that you have access to high-quality professional learning opportunities to develop and enhance the necessary skills. Supporting resources, especially those related to technology, are also important, and we will continue to provide those. Being an inspiring teacher means being engaged and engaging. In the next 2 days, you have the opportunity to develop your awareness of what this entails. I wish you well as you interact with the speakers and with your peers. With the department focusing on developing policy, legislation, and curriculum, and the school board focusing on delivering direct student services, together we are making significant progress as a team. Working collaboratively is key to strengthening our system. As minister and as husband of a teacher, brother of teachers, uncle of a teacher, father of teachers, son of a teacher, father-in-law of teachers, and a friend of many teachers, or at least he used to be. Understanding how demanding your jobs are, I understand how demanding your jobs are, and I recognize your hard work and commitment to working together to improve achievement for all students. When you think about it, regardless of what path students choose in life, whether they become teachers or farmers, doctors or website developers, wind energy technicians or Red Seal tradespersons, they all must go through our K-12 system. The knowledge and the skills they acquire in our public education system provide the foundation for all future learning. It is essential that our students graduate with the proficiencies they need to compete in the global workforce. I recognize that the classroom needs are ever-changing, which makes it even more challenging to offer the same opportunities to all students. That's why our provincial assessment program is incredibly valuable to everyone involved. I want to recognize all those at the teacher level who are part of developing, administering, and marking the assessments. Through this involvement, we have received positive feedback from teachers who have participated in the process. The results from our provincial assessment program have been used to review curriculum at the provincial level, to inform resource allocation and professional development at the board level, to inform school effectiveness goals at the school level, and to plan for instruction at the teacher level in order to impact student achievement. I know that with the introduction of 2 new assessments this year, teachers and department staff have been working very diligently to compile the latest results so that they may provide effective feedback to everyone involved. Over the past few years, we have seen significant gains in important areas, and all of you are to be commended for the valuable work you do. As an education system, we face many challenges ahead. We cannot hide from the fiscal challenges we are facing at the provincial, regional, and national level. This reality requires governments to look at every aspect of its operations to attain stability for the future. In light of this, there were significant changes made to our pension plans announced this week. Pension plans around the world are facing challenges because people are retiring earlier and living longer. Investment returns have been lower, and the ratio of pensioners to active members is increasing. The government of Prince Edward Island is making changes to the long-term financial health of the TSF plan. The design changes balance the interests of active employees, retirees, government, employers, and taxpayers. And just speaking with Jill before we started here, he informed me that Terry Hogan will be giving a presentation to the teachers later on, I think tomorrow, and I think then you will get a real good handle on the changes that are coming forward. Another important challenge is declining enrollment. Over the past several years, we have continued to add additional resources to the system, even as the student population has declined. Since 2001, the student population of grades 1 to 12 has declined by over 4,500 students. This is more than the student population at Charlottetown Rural, Colonel Gray, Bluefield, Three Oaks, West Isle, and Montague High Schools combined. Last year's grade 12 class had 1,828 students, while the grade 6 class had 1,302. We continue to see decreasing numbers, even more so in our rural schools. On a positive note, we see this decline leveling off in a few years. We are also working toward increasing student numbers by recruiting new students through international education. International students add diversity to our province and expose island communities and students to diverse languages, cultures, and traditions of people around the world. It is important that we ensure all students have access to high-quality education, and I believe we have the team in place to make that happen. Je constate que vous avez un travail exigeant à faire en tant qu'enseignant. Je apprécie votre engagement et votre dévouement. Vous contribuez à l'apprentissage des élèves de notre province et je vous remercie sincèrement. On behalf of the province and the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development, I thank you for the valuable work you do. As Minister, I want to assure you that I will be encouraging and promoting the theme of teamwork among all of our partners in education. And to finish the Edgar Guest poem, you may think it fine to be praised for skill, but a greater thing to do is to set your mind and set your will on the goal that's just in view. It's helping your fellow mates to score when their chances hopeless seem. It's forgetting self till the game is o'er and working for the team. I want to thank you for your invitation here today, and I hope you have a fantastic convention. Merci.